Yeah, Dale's on the mic.
Put that mic closer to your mouth. That swallow it.
Welcome to Friday Night Live. It is 8 o'clock exactly, and my name is Dale. I'll be your host tonight. My name is Dale. I'll be your
Welcome to the Octagon.
Anyhow, we've got a trivia game for you. For those of you who are new, welcome. We've got QuizNight.live is our website where you submit answers. One person on your team is going to be your scribe, and that's going to be the person who submits the answers. You'll be able to work together as a team to come up with the answers, but only one person is writing them down for your team, and that's the person who registers you at QuizNight.live. You can have as many people on your team as you want. It's totally rad in that sense because we have no performance-based prizes. We have a raffle prize, though. We're giving a $25 gift card to one lucky, and I mean that, lucky, winner in our raffle. So everyone on your team can go to the QuizNight.live website, which is QuizNight.live, and register on the raffle tab to be part of that raffle drawing. We'll do that at the end of the game. We have one ground rule, and that's be cool. All right, everyone, just be cool. Submit your answers in.
That's our ground rule?
Brian's not sure. He thinks maybe we've got other ground rules.
I think the other ground rule should go without saying, but needs to be said sometimes.
Don't look things up.
There it is.
Cheating is illegal, and just like all good laws, we have zero methods to enforce it. But
we have methods.
We have ways of being suspicious of cheating. That's for sure.
We'll disqualify you from
We will
zero
disqualify you if we think you're cheating. Be disqualified. Don't cheat. It's dumb. Why would you sit through this game and cheat? Anyhow, you can make donations toward this game, and actually donations are the fuel that keeps this game going. So for those of you who donate every week, we want to put a big thank you out there. We really, really sincerely appreciate it. You are the reason that we keep coming back. Well, you are the significant reason that we're able to keep coming back week after week. Everyone playing is the reason. And so if you're able to support us you can go you can go over. I've fallen out of my groove here. I'm off the rails. You can use PayPal if you're a PayPal person.
You were getting out of your groove again.
I was out of my thing. Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
hey,
There's Brian.
There's me.
Fuzzy Brian. And what's this? We'll get into that later. Anyhow, if you want to make a donation, you can use Venmo. And if you use Venmo, you can show up on our leaderboard over here. You can leave a message with your Venmo thing. Put it in quotes, and we'll put it on that little blue board over there. All you have to do is have a donation that's higher than the leader. Right now, the leader is set at $2. If you're wondering what a reasonable donation is, you're like, I don't know. It's like tipping in a country where you don't know how the tipping works, right? So we just give
more than you think.
We just right.
Just
always give more.
Don't
than
insult
you
us.
But we put like a recommended, because sometimes people ask, what's a good donation? $2 per person, $10 per team, but whatever works for you. And it's totally free to play. You don't need to donate anything to play, obviously. If you're like, I don't use Venmo, I don't use PayPal, perhaps use a credit card. You can use a credit card at QuizNight.live. There's a tab that says donate, and that's where you can make a donation through. All right, we do have questions. Of course, that's why you came here. The questions will be worth 10 points for each correct answer that you submit in round 1, 20 points for each correct answer in round 2, 30 points for each correct answer in round 3, and then you get to wager points on our final question. It's pretty straightforward. You'll see scores at the end of each round. So we have a sort of live scoring thing going on there. If you have any questions, any problems, your score doesn't sound right, you can't hear us, oh my God. All right, I did have the mics up. I was like, did I turn the mics up?
I like to talk for 4 minutes and then look at the mic.
Because I got to look at the camera. I can't be looking down at the chat in front of me. But you can communicate to us through the chat. It's not just me running this show. There's a whole team of people.
Some
Brian,
would say you're not running the show at all.
Brian thinks I'm not even running the show at all. Anyhow,
like Mike doing
let's get into the questions. We have no theme tonight except for
you're going to tell them
questions.
about red team, blue team, and what's going on in the corner
see?
here?
This is how it's a team effort. In the past couple weeks, we've split the teams up into two sort of amalgamated teams. Red team, which is the first half of teams. That's Brian's team.
Go red.
And blue team, which is my team. I'm looking over here. Blue team's my team, which is the second half of teams who have signed up. Whichever half of the teams has the most points at the end of the game doesn't have to do the challenge. In the past, we've done karaoke, and I think after Bohemian Rhapsody without the background music, I think we can all agree that's a nightmare for everyone. So let's not do that anymore. Let's do something different. So now, whoever is the losing team has to do a self-portrait in 2 minutes using a variety of media that we've brought in.
Mostly blood.
Yeah, blood. Mostly blood. Yes. We've got octopus blood to work with here.
All right.
Okay, let's
So now
get into
people
the
know.
questions. Yeah, so now you know. You're not just fighting for your own pride. You're also fighting to humiliate one of us. Here's your first question. Question number 1. What famous fictional nanny lived at 17 Cherry Tree Lane?
Now, I noticed that this got put into question number 1, round 1, and I thought that was a bold move.
We often have a bold start.
Oh, it's going to be You're right. Yeah. Smart.
When I put questions in rounds,
Oh, interesting.
Is that true?
All right. People have suggested that we do red team, blue team, even and odd, and I think that's a great idea. But as far as execution goes in our spreadsheet, it's more work. Never got around to it, and so here we are back to the top half and the bottom half.
That formula might have taken us 5 minutes to work on.
Perhaps next week we'll drop the 5 minutes it takes to do that and really switch things up. Here's question number 2. A common but often illegal practice on certain bridges in romantic areas is for lovers to attach what to their fences? Romantic areas.
Yeah. Dale?
Some places are more romantic than others.
That's correct.
Right. Not the
Like-
garbage dump.
Like the bridge that goes from the parking lot at the state fair to the state fair, not generally considered a romantic bridge. But the Ponte Vecchio in Florence, that's a romantic bridge.
Oh, okay. All right.
So now we know.
So basically, bridges near the state fair, not romantic.
Yeah, it's basically there's a linear relationship between proximity to the state fair and whether you would call that bridge romantic.
What about those like rope bridges that you see over?
Oh, Cassie. Cassie's up there.
Oh, hi, Cassie. Little shout out from the chat into the visual.
Next
Let's
question.
move on to the next question. It's question number 3. Which of the following actors was not born in the United Kingdom? Was it Idris Elba, Christian Bale, Daniel Day-Lewis, or Harrison Ford?
Oh, your pronunciation, sir.
Did I nail it?
Better than they say their own names.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. If it's not like Mike or Dave or Matt, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, we all know Cassie.
I pronounced that word as Cassie, but it doesn't. I don't see an IE in it at all. Actually, I'm really ashamed now that we're going to be doing this illustration here because I'm fairly certain blue team's going to lose again, and I'm going to have to do the painting. And I know that Cassie is an extraordinary artist, so she will.
I see her drawings on Instagram, and I'm like, these look like photographs.
Yes, she is very gifted. Let's move on to question number 4. What film does this dialogue come from? Dude, you got a tattoo. So do you, dude. So then what does mine say? Sweet, what does mine say? Dude, what does mine say? Yep, I auditioned for one of those roles.
And got both roles.
And here I am. I auditioned for both of them. I want to limit myself, you know? I think people see me drinking out of this week after week, and they probably don't know what's in here.
Just Oreos.
Yeah, it's actually crushed Oreos and milk. It's just
Milk made
it's like
from the cream of Oreos, though.
right.
it's
It
just
goes
blended.
without saying.
Yeah.
All right. It's on to question number 5 here. Question 5. What beverage additive known as half and half is supposedly half milk and half what other product? I say supposedly because the actual formulas for these things is just...
Yeah, you don't need some sort of food chemist getting on our beef about it.
Well, technically, it's hydrogenated tocopherols.
Tocopherols. I think it's seitan, or is it just gluten meat? However you want it.
Gluten meat.
Wheat meat. Hey, here's question number 6. What invisible thing did Adam Smith use as a metaphor to explain what guides a free market? I would love to see some of your wrong
words.
answers.
Invisible
I would like
words.
to see your funny answers, but you only get one shot on this one. Humza Ahmed for Shah.
It's Humza?
Did I?
You said Huza.
Well, I'm never going to get into that cabinet. And I guess I can't wait to laugh at my drawing. I've already conceded that blue team's going to let me down.
No, she said C.
I made a lot of assumptions here that she'll laugh, that I'll have to do it. Anyhow, let's move on to question
You
number
don't
7.
laugh at sad things, Dale.
Right, it's good not to laugh at sad things. Question number 7. What last name is shared by the King of Latin Pop, an actor who played the one of the three amigos, and the author of a popular fantasy series? You might see my head bobbing because I'm trying to see past this
Can you
ring
read
light.
through
You
a
see that
camera?
ring light?
And the answer is he can. When he bobs.
What a bob and weave. Yeah, Lockdown Legion. Lockdown Legion killed it. I saw them out at
Lockdown
World of
Legion,
Beer.
Leprechaun Legion.
Yes, but they're an expanded version of Leprechaun Legion.
Makes sense.
Is your mic really working? It looks like you're picking up sound from over there.
Well, the way that this clip works is a little... Oh, there we go.
When you call my name, make me lose my game. When you call my name, I go crazy. 'Cause I can't escape. When you call my
Oh, slight difference.
That's fine. We'll just change it in the intermission. We got question number 8 for you here. The nucleus, the comma, it says coma, the coma,
think it's
and the tail
pronounced.
are the 3 main parts of what kind of celestial body? Is it coma?
That's how it's spelled.
Okay, I'll switch it up. By the way, if we're ever in a pinch, I have some Oreo trivia questions on my mug. I just need to...
We might be in a pinch right
How
now.
many Oreos if you should
These questions are nuts, though. Like, no one know the answer. That's why it's really trivia. Okay, here we go. It's question number 9. Which of the following is a line of dolls? LOL Surprise, Phoenix Girls, Tempe Tots, or Scottsdale Sweeties? Only one of them actually is. So far.
Every other city in Arizona is jelly.
It's jelly? Oh, jealous.
Jealous.
Oh, jelly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Abs.
Yeah, totes.
I didn't know Dave Baker was out there watching. Hey, Dave.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Michael is actually what we call Dave.
Oddly enough, we call our friend Dave Baker Michael, even though Michael Baker is right here. It's a confusing world we live in.
He's named after the main character from the show Knight Rider.
Yeah. Michael. So are we. Let's move on to question number 10. What is the title character pictured here? All right, we'll give you a minute to work that out. Then we'll repeat the questions.
I have to repeat them.
We've already repeated them.
Oh, good. I think that the name of that character is Pineapple is a Pizza Topping, because that's what it says right underneath it. Long, but descriptive. Because they know it burns people up.
That is something that burns people up.
People see that and they're like, and you also think that man walked on the moon?
Those are the two biggest controversies in some people's lives.
Moon deniers, pineapple deniers.
If you think that pineapple is not a pizza topping, then you haven't looked at a pizza menu.
Right. But
Because
do you
it's-
think that
it's
a
there.
hot dog is a sandwich?
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. People
Feel
fight
like-
about that.
I feel like restaurants would put it out that way, but I would not.
I know one restaurant that
If I
puts it
asked
out
for a
that way.
sandwich and someone gave me a hot dog, I would look at them.
Yeah,
like,
but if you
maybe
just
they
asked for a generic
maybe they
sandwich,
didn't hear what I said.
What would you like? A sandwich. All right, we'll get you a sandwich. All right, we're going to scroll all those questions, and you'll have 2.5 minutes to get your answers turned into us. Make sure your scribe is on the round 1 tab. 2.5 minute clock starts now.
Let's get back to that song. Are the mics up or down? Now you can actually see the camera in this shot. You can see the thing that is holding the camera.
Oh, really? It needs to be moved, is what you're saying. Yeah, that's cool. Cool.
I can't believe no one told us about,
Hot mics.
about the camera. You could see it.
It's sort of a busy shot. I don't think people really care.
It's just weird. It's like you see this big mechanical arm up in the corner.
Dave Baker just sent me a picture, and I can see myself on the TV in his living room.
That's so cool, Dale.
I think it's cool.
I was on TV once.
I used to talk about recycling on television.
But can we fix that
Get
camera?
about 90 seconds left.
You're
I don't know how
that probably
else, how
works.
else
That probably fixed it.
you
Actually.
can fix it.
Well, I thought maybe you would stand up and go over to it.
Team 52 is Dave Baker is faster than you.
Not in the mile.
Yeah, give us the distance. You got 30 seconds left. Dave Baker is definitely faster than me at the 400.
These the answers are not
You only got 10 seconds left.
listed at the top here.
You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Your answers are hopefully in by now. If not, too late. Now's a great time to visit our raffle tab at QuizNight.live. Get your name and email in there. We'll do our drawing for a $25 gift card at the end of the game. Also, a great time to think of something witty and beat the leaderboard. Right now, it's at $15. At the beginning of round 2, we're going to drop it back down to $2. So it's a great time to get a donation in if you're not a Venmo person. I promise you, 30 seconds is the most it practically actually takes to plug a credit card in and do that transaction at the donate tab. So anyhow, we'll be right back with the correct answers and your scores in the first round. Go blue team. We're back, and so are the answers. Look at that. Oh, we stole them away. Hopefully you didn't have your eyes laser focused on it, because we want an element of surprise as we go over the correct answers. What famous fictional nanny lived at 17 Cherry Tree Lane? It turned out that despite Brian thinking this was going to be the hardest question of the round, it was tied for the easiest. 100% of teams got that right. Mary Poppins is the right answer. Would you have a comment, Brian?
Well, I was just going to say we have a comment in the chat that Venmo link is broken, but I think that might be the donate tab link is not working. Anyhow, something to look into.
Okay.
Seems like a job for me.
Yep.
That's a mic job. Question number 2. A common but often illegal practice on certain bridges in romantic areas is for lovers to attach what to the fences? The correct answer is locks. Padlocks. They weigh down the bridge and become a hazard.
They've actually ripped off fences.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, and then it falls in the river on some hapless boat.
The boat was hapless.
Well, some hapless lovers on a boat. Killed by love.
And
Anyhow,
it's
question
happened.
number...
Don't do it.
Question number 3. Which of the following actors was not born in the UK? The correct answer was Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. People did well in that. How well did they do?
Oh, how well? That's my job. Yes. 98% of teams.
Chicago.
So
Born in Chicago?
one team got it wrong.
One team missed it.
So
Number
if you got
4.
it wrong,
What film does this dialogue come from? Dude, you got a tattoo. So did you, dude. So then what does mine say? Sweet, what does mine say? Dude, what does mine say? And they kind of go back and forth. It's a very silly movie. Very bad movie. The correct answer is, dude, where's my car?
I never saw it.
I never saw it either, but I did know that line because it was
You wrote a question about
it was popularized. It stuck with me since
was in the trailer.
2000. That was the hardest question of the round. 72% of teams were able to divine that it was dude, where's my car? Question number 5. The beverage additive known as half and half is supposedly half milk and half what other product? It was not salt. The correct answer.
What a brain buster this one was.
You thought it was butter. You said butter.
No, I didn't.
You said that sincerely when I asked that. And then your next guess was sugar. The correct answer 100% of teams got right.
I won't.
It was cream. Half milk, half cream.
Nah, my next guess was sugar.
Okay. Sometimes we ask questions that everyone gets right, and that's okay. What invisible thing did Adam Smith use as a metaphor to explain what guides a free market?
Whoa. Someone wrote invisible plan. That's not right.
Oh, it's the invisible hand. Here's a visible hand, so imagine one not there.
What?
And that's guiding a free
No
market.
one even scored this one.
Okay.
Well-
The scores may be...
I think you're exaggerating.
Scores maybe...
77% of teams got that.
Oh, so that was tied for this. That was almost the hardest question of the round. Question number 7. What last name is shared by the king of Latin pop, an actor who played one of the three amigos and the author of a popular fantasy series? The correct answer is Martin. Martin's the right answer. That would be, let me come up with it, Ricky Martin, Steve Martin, and George R.R. Martin.
Or if you don't want to go with last names, you could say Martin Short, because he was also one of the three amigos, and someone thought, I'm going to write Martin Short instead of just Martin.
I don't know what to tell you.
We gave him credit.
Okay. They did have Martin. The nucleus, the coma, and the tail are the three main parts of what celestial body? Brian was more right than I was on how many people will get this right. The correct answer was a comet. Comet.
96% of teams.
96% of teams.
By the way, more teams got Martin.
I was going for a hundo P on that one.
98%. Someone
Number
missed it.
9. Which of the following is a line of dolls? Mike Baker wrote this question, and he's like, I can't believe anyone got this wrong. And I was like, I feel like you made a heck of a red herring there by picking 3 Arizona cities and then one LOL surprise. And then he says, no, Surprise, Arizona is a city. That's dirty. That's dirty, Mike. Anyhow, the correct answer was LOL surprise.
86% of teams.
86%. What title character was pictured there? It was Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
91% of teams.
And we're putting a happy birthday out to Randy. Happy birthday, Randy. We didn't reset? We did reset the
We did,
leaderboard.
and then
So we reset the leaderboard already, and we're up to $10. Happy birthday to Randy. If you have happy birthday anniversary comments that you want to make, build a conversation, the blue board is yours.
it's
For
yours
the
to
price.
exploit.
It's yours to exploit for the price listed there. Sort of auction style. Let's get on to question. Oh, by the way, your scores will be available at the scores tab at QuizNight.live.
Now it just says Smartini.
Smartini. There's a team called the Smartinis.
That's probably why they put it.
Yeah, they play Air to Chill with me.
Yep.
Good people. They do well. Let's move on to round number 2, where the questions are worth twice as much, and the fun is triple as good. Triple as
Wow.
good. The English is triple as bad. Let's move on. Can we do it?
And the Gorkons are gliggity goo.
That was impressive. A dress that has a fitted top but flares out at the bottom is said to have what type of line? I'm glad you fixed the verbiage on that, because it was written like a Jeopardy question when I first read it. You fixed it. Yeah, thank you.
I stole the question, guys.
Yeah, we know that.
But not from Jeopardy. Not.
I know. You got it from the Syndicate.
No.
Shh.
Don't just talk about the syndicate.
Why? Is it a secret?
Well, it's not public.
Well, now everyone knows.
Now everyone knows there's a trivia syndicate, and I created it, and
Okay, cool. Let's do question number 2. Question 2. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair is a song from what Rodgers and Hammerstein musical?
Hammerstein.
Look, I can't see like a part of the screen.
Yeah, so maybe it's spelled S-T-E.
Rodgers and Hammers musical. Maybe we could just move the monitor over so I can see it. No. No. Not gonna happen.
Is that good?
A little more. There it is, thank you.
Does it need to be higher or lower?
No, that's perfect right there. Wash that man right out of my hair. Won't take much. Don't have a lot. Here's question.
Doesn't matter how much man is in your hair.
There's a man in my hair. Yeah, it's question number 3. The following line of dialogue comes from a commercial for what insurance company? Do we really need a sign to live, laugh, and love? The answer is no. I feel like I could have
It's a series of commercials that everyone in this room very much enjoys.
Yep.
And probably everyone in the world.
I imagine everyone in the world. It's probably lost on literally no one. Not even that tribe off the coast of Madagascar.
Which tribe?
The one that has not had.
Has that had what?
I'm trying to think of the right word.
Sushi.
That has not had modern civilization contact, outside world contact.
Modern contact. Nasty, sir.
It's a Monty Python thing we're doing there.
Yes.
Okay, just to clarify,
For the
people were like,
uncultured.
what are they? Why are they stumbling on the words like that? It's intentional. Question.
Always intentional.
Nothing's an accident here. Question 4. Which cheese is traditionally melted atop French onion soup? Is it Gorgonzola, Gouda, Gruyere, or Grench?
I thought you did very well pronouncing that right up until the last one, and I thought maybe that's not how it's pronounced.
How would you pronounce the last one?
Grinch.
That's exactly how I pronounced it. Grench.
Very hard.
Grunk. Grunk. Grunk.
You had a very
Said it the way a German would. And
Not a
they say,
sh- like if it was
Clunk.
written
Clunk.
in Cyrillic, it would have that thing that looks like 2 K's back to back that are like very fancy. Maybe that a sh sound.
right, but it doesn't use those characters, so why would I have pronounced it that way?
I'm just telling you this language is deficient.
Like that. Trivia night is our thing. Hey, it's our thing too. Thank you. Question number 5. Here we are. Ford's Mach-E is an all-electric SUV that shares a name with what other completely unrelated Ford vehicle?
I wrote this question.
Yep, and you got featured in the screen for the reading of it. You fixed the monitor, and then now the scene is... And then we went back to this one.
Wait.
There it
Go
is.
back. Can you still see the camera in it?
Nope,
All
camera's
right,
been
camera's
removed.
out. You did a good job with your very
What's this?
crude movement of the camera.
No, I think there's a little tiny piece of the camera in there still.
No, it's not the mechanical arm that was very visible before.
Whoa, I just learned from Dave Baker, and you may find this entertaining, that the first movie he took his wife to when they were dating was Dude, Where's My Car?
They're married now?
And they're married, so there's something to be said for after that they put a padlock on a fence and then got married.
And then the fence fell off into a hapless boat below.
Yeah. It was not a fence near State Fairgrounds, though. Here's question number 6 for you. Plus or minus 1 inch. How many inches high is a regulation tennis net off of the ground? I will say that Dad got this on his first guess.
You mentioned that before.
And I will say that Mike got this on his first guess.
And I also did. Why are you leaving me off?
It was the same conversation.
We were both there.
Could have pretended like this was a new conversation.
I'm just saying we were both there when we made our guess.
Yep.
Yeah. We played pickleball. Oh, now it's cool when you do it, but when I do it, it's really annoying.
Could have been annoying when I did it too. I don't know. Let's do question number 7. Exclaiming, by the power of Grayskull, turns Prince Adam into what hero? By the power of Grayskull.
Are you telling me that a man named Prince Adam is not a hero?
Not by definition. Princes aren't just automatically heroes.
I'm just saying that maybe he's a hero as the prince.
No,
Like-
there's
Is he like this really crummy dude until
hero status comes
until
and goes.
Prince Adam says these words?
You can't just be a hero for life, you know.
Unless you get it tattooed on your arm
One hero for life.
or on the top of your hand so everyone sees it. You can't hide that. Unless you wear weightlifting gloves.
That's the only surefire way to solve that problem. Weightlifting gloves. All right. I'll talk to this camera now. We'll move on to question number 8. Same one.
Look at that camera.
I think I'm
But
always
then
going to
read
be
the question
starting.
off of this camera.
Which of these TV shows featured the Wilkerson family? Was it Home Improvement, Malcolm in the Middle, Family Ties, or Happy Days? I hope the blue teams are coming up with the right answer here. More so than the red team ones.
Yes.
I've missed the chat for a while here.
I read what Bev said. I feel like this is maybe a boy band that we're listening to. Did we misspell Grayskull?
I didn't, because I didn't write that question, so leave me out of we.
Did someone spell it with an A?
Not automatically right.
You fired.
All right, so if you're one of the first 28 teams, you're on Team Red. I think that's where the line is drawn. Nope, all the way up to 29, because Team 28 didn't seem to answer. Mm-hmm. So if you're up to Team 29, you're on Team Red. And if you're 30, on down to 58, you're Team Blue. Brian is your Team Red captain. And I will be Team Blue, as I always am. All right, let's question number 9 it. Question 9. All lemurs are endemic to what island nation?
We have an odd number of teams tonight.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
So
Unless there's a
up
team
to
that just
58, and there's 2 teams that didn't
team-
answer.
Right. There's one team that didn't answer.
2. We didn't get anything from Tamacuties.
Yep.
And we didn't get anything from Team OF Uno.
I don't see that OF now.
Or Team 28.
They have a score of 90.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. They probably registered twice, and that's the team that they're not
I'm looking
using.
at Team 28.
Well, I don't know what's happening here.
I don't know either, but we have an odd number of teams.
All right, well, my numbers might be off. The line is somewhere around 28 or 29. It's on to question number 10 for us. What kind of action does the gun pictured here use? Do you like the background I chose for it?
Also, there's a shark.
I enjoyed making this picture today. Oh yeah, Zubumafu. That's a lemur. A leaping lemur, if I'm not mistaken.
They call him Zabu.
Well,
Wasn't that the nickname Zabu?
No, there was no nickname for it. It was short enough, Zubumafu. 12 syllables.
Was Freddy Zabumafu?
Yes, we called Freddy Zubumafu. Pretty cool of us.
He was a real lemur.
Why?
There's only one acceptable answer.
Okay, that's fine. I'll score it. Well, it's time for us to give you a chance to look at all the questions one last time. We're going to scroll them up there, start a 2.5 minute clock. Please, whoever's submitting your answers, make sure you're doing it on the round 2 tab. Remind your scribe in case your scribe's new to that. All right, we'll give you 2.5 minutes and we'll start it now.
Yeah, that's weird. It does show on the scores tab that Team of Uno has 0, but if you look on the private standings, they have 90.
Huh? I think it just speaks to how I'll never understand spreadsheets. Mike's up.
Is that a problem that people heard that?
Just in case. Just in case. Just in case I start talking about my parking tickets. How I feel about them publicly. I feel badly about them. I don't like them.
So Dale, because we have an odd number of teams playing, and because of
This week, I get the extra team.
that's right. That is
Turn tootin'. I'm not sure if sharks do or do not have human teeth. But I agree, they don't bear firearms, but they do eat firearms. That's what that one's trying to do. It's part of their natural diet. This one's missing it. That gun got away. You only have 1 minute left to hit that submit button. As it relates to the tennis net question, from the ground up.
I already answered that.
I just have a delay here for me.
What's going on here?
Everything's delayed. You only got 30 seconds left. You only have 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left to hit submit. 3, 2, 1. Time is up. And we're back real quick. We're going to reset that leaderboard back down to $2. If you want to hit us up with a Venmo donation, get your words up on our blue board, start the conversation anew. You're encouraged to do so. You can also make a donation at the donations tab with your credit card, or you can use your PayPal. Don't forget to visit the raffle. Everyone on your team should stop over to the raffle tab, pop your name and email in there. We've got a $25 gift card to offer to one person at the end of our game. And
I think we're in a dead heat.
We're in a dead heat?
I just did it twice, and it is 3,410 to 3,410.
Well, we haven't finished
red team,
scoring.
blue team.
We haven't finished scoring the whole round, have we?
No, I'm talking about last round.
Oh, from last round.
Last round.
Dead heat. Red team, blue team. Nice job, blue team. Let's keep it up. Let's not get complacent with a dead heat. We'll be right back.
Come run away. Don't be afraid. We'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do. Let's break away. All colors will fade. Let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Now's the time to decide what to do. Let's break away.
We said we'd be right back. We're back. There are the answers. We don't even need me to go through. They disappeared again. The first question we had for you was a dress that is fitted, has a fitted top but flares out the bottom is said to have what type of line? The correct answer is an A line. This is an A. Right there is an A. A line. Brian, how do people do? Okay?
Oh.
He doesn't know. Move on to question 2.
People did great. People did very well on that.
People slayed that.
But not as well as you'd think. 92.86%.
That's about exactly what I would have guessed.
Well, I figured most people would have thought 94%.
I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair is a song from what Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. The correct answer is...
Hammerstein, every time.
It says Hammerstein. Is it Hammerstein?
Yeah, everyone calls it Hammerstein.
Oh, you're right. I should know that. But I don't. Anyhow, the correct answer was South Pacific. I think I've always called them Hammerstein. That's just why it's in my head. Number 3.
Bruce Springsteen.
I'm a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. He doesn't even have the letter I in his name at all. The
That's why I
following
call it Steen.
line of dialogue comes from a commercial for what insurance company? Do we really need a sign to live, laugh, and love? The answer is no. That's from Progressive. Every once in a while we have a question that just sounds like a straight up advertisement, and this is one of those.
And we don't get paid for it.
We do not.
80% of teams knew that.
I've been saying we should get paid for this type of stuff, but we don't pursue
You've
it.
been saying it since the moment it came out of his mouth, right then and there.
I've said this more than once. Which type of cheese is traditionally melted atop French onion soup? I think at least one team went with Grinch, and that made me feel good inside because I just made that up. Not a cheese, but it sounded
like a cheese to me.
Brian was like, "Are you sure you're pronouncing that right?"
I do.
I'm like, "Yeah, I definitely am," because I made that up. Grinch is not a type of cheese. The correct answer is Gruyere.
I don't know what I don't know.
But you do know when I'm saying something wrong, even when it's not possible.
I didn't say you were saying it wrong. I said, are you sure you're saying it
That's
right?
true. You didn't know it. You suspected it. Number 5. Ford's Mach-E is an all-electric SUV that shares its name with what other completely unrelated Ford vehicle? The correct answer is the Mustang. Plus or minus 1 inch, how many inches high is a regulation tennis net off the ground? There was confusion abounding with this question. I'm not exactly sure why, because we had multiple guesses of 2 inches, which would have heck of a margin, one plus or minus 1 inch for a 2-inch net. But the correct answer was 42 inches. 42 inches off the ground. This was what I want to say.
I didn't understand the confusion.
This is what I want to say was the hardest question we've ever asked, as far as like teams getting it right or wrong. Only 10% of teams got that right.
That's normally how we judge whether it's hard.
Well,
is there another metric?
There might be. I don't know. The Mohs scale of hardness. It's not diamond hard.
A little more than tell.
Anyhow, it's 42 inches. Number 7, exclaiming, "By the power of Grayskull," turns Prince Adam into what hero? The correct answer is He-Man. He-Man. He was ahead of his time, but using his pronouns right at the front. He's like, I'm a man. It's he. Number 8, which of these TV shows featured the Wilkerson family? The correct answer was Malcolm in the Middle. It's Malcolm to the sideline now. Number 9, all lemurs are endemic to what island nation? Those of you who are Zubumafu followers, Kratz Creatures fans, you would have had a heads up on this. The correct answer was Madagascar. That's where the lemurs are. And number 10, what kind of action does the gun we pictured there use? The correct answer was bolt action.
By the way, the Madagascar question, easiest question of the round, 98% of teams got it.
All right, so no completely right questions.
No total softballs. No marshmallows floating down through the strike zone.
Right, we didn't have any marshmallows in this round.
And 89% of teams got bolt action.
Really?
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they were strongly distracted by a shark with human teeth.
I'm surprised no one put shark.
Yeah, I am too. You'll see your scores at the scores tab, but let's move. Oh, there's the answers right here. Did you miss anything we said? Look at this. Okay, cool. We'll give you a moment to absorb that into your brains. And now it's time to forget all that and move on to question number 3. Question number 1 of round 3. I need some more Oreos here.
Oh, blue team has moved into the lead.
Blue team's in the lead. You know why? Because we got the extra team. Last week, red team had the extra team.
Blue team now has 7,190, and red team has 6,910.
Keep it up, blue team. Keep it up. All right. I know why. I know 2 teams on the blue team. I know several teams on the blue team, and they're all very smart people. Let's move on to round number 3. Here we go. What U.S. president was in office when the Louisiana Purchase was completed? going on in the chat?
Well, people are disputing the tennis net question. Google immediately will tell you it's 3 feet. Now, I don't know what kind of sport they're talking about and what this site is.
Well, I appreciate
Net
that
World-
Google is
Net
producing
World
the
Sports?
wrong answer for Googlers. That's the price of Googling answers. If you Googled it and said 36 inches, let's go for it, 3 feet. You pay the price, but 42 inches is legit. Question number 2. Which of the following animals does not have claws at the end of its forelimbs? Is it a skink, a skunk, a spink, or a duck-billed platypus? There we go. Now it makes sense to be at me now. That wasn't in reverse order. We didn't adjust it. We didn't clean it up last time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like to move it too.
I feel neglected on the couch.
You can draw attention to yourself whenever I'm not reading questions.
Audibly.
Okay,
But
Brian.
I like to do it when you're talking.
Brian
Yes.
wants more attention over there. He's buried in his computer. I treat him like another
Like a
neighbor
can
at
of sardines.
No, I treat you like a neighbor at a cafe. I don't interrupt you when you appear busy. Here's question number 3, but I will interrupt normally. The International Tennis Hall of Fame, turning my head, doesn't matter to Mike, a Gilded Era mansion called the Breakers, and Seth MacFarlane's alma mater are all in what state? And now we'll switch to me looking at the camera here. No, we won't. Mike's back on. He's doing however he wants. There it is. It makes sense. Everything's backwards today.
What's going on with the score for Brains?
Hammerstein. Oh, looks like we've got a Google Sheets anomaly.
We didn't get answers for them in that round. Did they put them in round 1 again?
I will say I did remind.
They got all around 2 questions.
All right, we're moving on. Question number 3. Question 3. Oh, this one actually was right. The International Tennis Hall of Fame. Okay, question number 4. There we go.
Hey,
what pop? There's Brian. Look at unneglected.
Hey.
What pop singer starred in the 1990 film Dick Tracy?
Not a lot of movies
We
start
don't need
with
to go back
the
to
word
the
dick.
name at that point. Yeah, right. How many?
The tennis
Theatrical
net. The
releases.
tennis net sags 4 inches. Is that correct?
No, absolutely not.
I'm sorry. 8 inches?
The tennis net sags 8 inches.
Mike, did you adjust the score for Brains too? Okay, I can do it.
A tennis net will sag a good 30%.
All right, I've
We
adjusted-
should have Progressive sponsor us, and every time
I adjusted the score, Mike. I will repost.
Right now we're promoting Oreo.
It'll show up after the end of round 3.
All right, Brain Stew, just FYI, your score has been corrected. Looks like
270.
you got 270 points. So it seemed like maybe someone submitted answers in the wrong round tab. So this is a reminder to all teams out there to make sure you're on the round 3 tab when you're plugging your answers in here. Let's move on to question number 5. Question 5. Oh, you fixed it. Humbert, or Humbert, is the villainous protagonist and unreliable narrator of what 1955 novel written by a Russian-American author? A villainous protagonist. That is not common. I think that speaks to the weirdness of this.
That speaks to the unreliability of the narrator.
Oh.
So, spoiler.
Look, I don't read books where there's an unreliable narrator because I'm not sure if I've read the book. Have they narrated all of it? I don't know. Seems like maybe not. Unreliable. Humbert. Let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6. Here it is. People attending the Masters Golf Tournament are not referred to as spectators or fans, as they would at all other tournaments, and instead are always referred to using what P word? We cut back to this. I see Mike's having fun with this. You can have fun in many different ways. There's no way a tennis net.
Well, apparently it does. I'm reading about it.
Really?
Yes. I'm being serious.
He's being serious. You're being Shirley? Serious Snape over here.
Make that face.
Fix it. Fix my mistake. For everyone. Please.
I don't fix your mistake, Dale, for everyone. Thank you.
Sometimes you ask the hardest question in the world, or at Friday Night Live, and it turns out it was a bad question. Let's move on to question number 7, hopefully not a bad one. In the movie Anchorman, what is the name of the cologne that is illegal in 9 countries and said to work 60% of the time, all the time? I think it's every time. 60% of the time, every time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah. It says all, not every. I'm going to rewatch the clip. You may not rewatch the clip.
Yeah, it is. But I'm sorry, I'm catching up on it right now.
That is actually more important.
I know. I'm learning. A lot of things to look up, a lot of people contesting dresses and tennis nets. I'm just one man with a little computer over here.
It's the biggest computer in here.
It is not.
It's the biggest laptop. All right, moving on to question number 8. Question number 8.
I am the liquor.
Hey, happy birthday, Randy Bobandy. And I am the liquor. Jim Leahy. Calculus is another term for what in the world of dentistry? Please disregard that on. I put a typo in there. I thought it would have been caught because I'm lazy. I just left a typo. I totally could have removed it. What do I even have an editor for if you're not going to fix my intentional mistakes? Yeah, Ithaca is gorgeous, is it not? It's gorgeous and has gorgeous. That's why they came up with this shirt. Fun fact, Mike Baker went to a college that sounds like Ithaca. It's Utica.
Facts don't get more fun than that.
I didn't say it was the funnest fact.
It's maximum fun.
Hey, you guys are making maximum fun of me right now, and I don't appreciate it.
You don't like being fun.
I don't being turned into fun.
Oh.
Made fun.
Sneezy Louise, it's time to go to bed.
Are you Mary Poppinsing us?
I'm reading the blue board.
Oh! There it is. We got Mary Poppins.
Give him a little love. I had to look away from it for a little bit to
Yeah, there's only
address
one letter
the
that's
numerous
lowercase.
concerns of the scoring.
Okay, thanks for figuring it out. For those of you who had blue board messages that have not yet been populated, my apologies because I distracted our blue board guy with a bad question about tennis, a sport that I am terrible at. Here's question number 9. Question number 9. In what book series turned television series does Claire Randall play a British Army nurse in World War II who is suddenly transported to the year 1743? All these EDM things I try to time when things are going to happen, I'd say I'm like 80% right.
Dale's 80% in the groove
Yes.
with EDM.
Yeah, actually I have an EDM nickname. It's called Pareto.
Really? What's your formal EDM name?
Pareto Principal Man. I'm 80% of the time right. 20% of the time I do most of the work.
You learn things on trivia.
Yep. Your brother has an EDM Second Life. And you'll be surprised to learn that I learned all my EDM while on Second Life at virtual raves. You do what you can, you know? Alright, we don't know when the song's going to end, so let's move on to question number 10. What annoying font is this written in? This.
First of all, I don't appreciate the judgment. I like that font.
Okay, well, I don't like the font. I think it's annoying. I wrote the question. I'm asking it right now. It's overused. It shows up on every...
You know what else is overused? Times New Roman. No one calls that annoying. Well, maybe some people do. People...
I consider it not overused. I think it's used appropriately. This is overused. Everyone who's trying to seem sort of like earthy uses this. Ooh, we sell herbal supplements. Let's use this font. I made it bold because if it was not bold, it's hard to read. Yeah. Brian noted that I left the I screenshotted it.
I thought, oh, is he trying to like somehow, in the most mild of ways, evade some sort of like reverse image search?
Nope.
And I thought, I don't think that would be enough.
It definitely made the slightest.
It doesn't
of
even.
attempts.
It doesn't even like touch any of the letters.
The slightest of attempts. No. What happened there was I just did a screenshot, left it in there. You asked me, did you mean to leave it there? And I felt like I don't want to retype this whole thing out and take a screenshot. So I said, yeah, I meant it to be there. And here we are. What's it looking like over there? All right. To alleviate the confusion, Dale has a nephew. He does not have a son. Brian has a son. He does not have a nephew.
Confusion alleviated.
Confusion alleviated. Let's repeat those questions and start at 2.5. Hey, before you go any further, make sure you're on round 3. We'll start that 2.5 minute clock now.
The mic's up.
Got a feeling that I chance, my love. Take me back into your arms. I wanna dance with you, my love, and be next to you beneath the stars. Give me one more chance, my love. Give me one more chance. Give me one more chance.
You only have 51 seconds left.
I promise I'll try. Try to make you happy. Be the best I can be. Oh. I'll do everything for ya. Ain't nothing that I wouldn't do, 'cause you deserve better than this. And I will try to fix it. Take me back into your arms. I wanna dance with you, my love, and be next to you, baby.
Got really loud. I meant to turn my mic up. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to gong it for you there. There's your gong. Hey, guess what? We're going to reset that leaderboard one last time. If you haven't made a donation, you're feeling it, you're having a good time, you say, I love this game and I would like to continue it week after week, small donations can keep that alive. And you can do it through Venmo, you can do it through PayPal, you can do it through our donate tab. Also, we are correcting the tennis question. We are accepting anything between 35 and 43 inches. I wrote what I thought was a really airtight question. It turns out it was as airtight as a tennis net. Anyhow, if you haven't registered for our raffle, please make sure that everyone on your team pops over to the raffle tab at QuizNight.live, plugs their name and email address in there. The email is simply to be able to reach out to you.
Just to bother you with constant emails.
It's to reach out to you to let you know how to get the card to you. Anyhow, we'll be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll do our wagering on the final question.
'Cause I'm shooting for the moon tonight, and I got a feeling I'm gonna crash some stupid party. Tear the ceiling down in front of everybody. If someone's pouring up a drink, I'm calling shotty. I'm gonna find a crown so I can put it on me. Swinging from the chandeliers, I won't be sorry. I got a feeling I'm gonna crash into this party. Yeah, I'm going all night, I don't need to stop. Yeah, I can't wait to hear that bass drop dance. It's all I wanna do right now. Everybody will be on me, wanna join me when I take a shot. I'll be the center of attention like I was some kind of astronaut. 'Cause I'm shooting for the moon tonight, and I got a feeling I'm gonna crash some stupid party. Tear the ceiling down in front of everybody. If someone's pouring up a drink, I'm calling shotty. I'm gonna find a crowd so I can put it on me. Swinging from the chandeliers, I won't be sorry. I got a feeling I'm gonna crash into this party. 'Cause I'm just an accident waiting.
It is tight. Those are the answers. We got them there. We're always doing that. Anyhow, I've got the correct answers in verbal form first, and then we'll show you that picture you just saw. You got 30 points for each correct answer in this round. Also, a quick update about that tennis question that we sort of botched up for you there. We accepted anything between 35 and 43 inches. So what was once the hardest question may have been the easiest question of the round.
Not the hardest question anymore, for sure.
Definitely not the hardest question we've ever asked, because that's coming up. Anyhow, 30 points here. What U.S. president was in office when the Louisiana Purchase was completed? It was completed in 1803. The correct answer was Thomas Jefferson. TJ, as Brian likes to call him.
And you.
Yep. I also like to call him that. Number 2, which of the following animals does not have claws at the end of its forelimbs? The correct answer. This was a difficult question for many reasons, partially because most people don't even know what a skunk is. But the correct
I have a skunk stripe that I dye.
Yeah.
So that people don't see it.
He actually dyes his skunk stripe. The correct answer was the spink. I almost said skink. Spink was the right answer. Spink is a type of bird. It's like a finch. A skink is like a lizard. It is a type of lizard, and they do have claws on them. They look like salamanders, but they actually have claws.
Spinks and skinks.
Yep. And skunks. Skunks have claws, and so
Love
do
to see
duckbill
a
platypi.
Parade of those.
Platypuses, I think, is how you say it. They do have claws.
Platypuses?
So the correct answer, birds' forelimbs are wings, so they don't have claws at the end of them. That was a tough one.
How did people do on it?
Not well.
You'd like to know.
Not well. They
I would like to tell you, but I wasn't on that.
The International Tennis Hall of Fame.
36% of teams.
36%.
Oh, man.
And yet still not our hardest question of the round. The International Tennis Hall of Fame. Second tennis question. Let's see if we do this one right. A Gilded Age era mansion called The Breakers and Seth MacFarlane's alma mater are all what state? If you've never been to The Breakers and you like mansions, you should get there because The Breakers is cool. Correct answer is Rhode Island.
80%.
80%.
Yep.
Yep.
Clean 80. There wasn't even a...
Wow.
It's a repeating zero.
We have a 80 with a repeating zero. What pop singer starred in the 1990 film Dick Tracy? How many teams got this right?
That was our easiest question. Of
Really?
The night. Yes.
Holy-
98%
What?
of teams got that right.
This tells me things.
Very surprised.
I am stunned by that. The correct
Usually
answer,
when we have a question about a movie,
especially
doesn't-
one from 1990.
so now we know the wheelhouse.
Now we know our audience's wheelhouse. 1990 films starring
So
Warren
we'll do
Beatty.
Dances with Wolves. We'll do...
Those two movies.
That wasn't even 1990. The Postman. I just presume every Kevin Costner movie came out in
Pulp Fiction,
1990.
maybe. Correct answer was Madonna. Madonna for 30 points. Humbert is the villainous protagonist and unreliable narrator of what 1955 book written by a famous Russian author? The correct answer is Lolita. Lolita. Teams did not do great on that, did they?
Teams did poorly in a relative scale. They would have failed if it was a test. 58% of teams.
This is a test, so you failed. Unless you got it right, in which case,
If this
success
was a
for
group,
you.
if this was a group project,
Right, if we were a group project.
yeah.
Number 6, people attending the Masters golf tournament are not referred to as spectators or fans. They would, as they would at other tournaments, they're always referred to using what P word? The answer we were looking for was patrons. They're patrons. Like they're patrons of the arts. We assume that they all support an artist.
Are they putters of the arts though?
Putters of the arts. They're not putters. When you miss a question and you give an answer that is either honestly funny or just straight up funny, please know that we do enjoy reading your wrong answers here. Number 7. In the movie Anchorman, what is the name of the cologne that is illegal in 9 countries and said to work 60% of the time, all the time? I always thought it was every time, but Mike's saying, I just watched the clip. I know it's all the time.
Okay.
So we're going to watch it later and see if he's wrong. We've got a beer riding on this one. The correct answer is Sex Panther. Sex Panther.
89% of teams.
89% of
So not
teams.
only do they know their 1990 movies, they also know their 1950 Well, that was like
2009?
2002, maybe.
No way.
Anchorman?
Later than that.
No,
2008.
no, it was very early 2000s.
I'm splitting the difference. 2006. Anyhow, question number 8. Calculus is another term for what in the world of dentistry? We put our foot down on this one. If we had to concede...
There's a dentist right next to us, and we...
Dentist downstairs.
Directly below.
They will verify that the correct answer
They
is
would
actually
not
tartar.
tolerate
Tartar.
plaque as an answer.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't accept plaque because plaque is the unhardened version. Calculus or tartar is created from plaque. This was a very cruel and unusual question, such as the tennis question was, but unlike the tennis question, we will not relent on our choice of answers here. And by the way, guess who wrote the 2 most brutal questions?
Brutal Dale!
He's in this room. Brutal Dale, Team Blue. Question number 9. In what book series turned television series does Clara Randall play a British Army nurse in World War II who is suddenly transported to the year 1743, an arbitrary year it seems? The correct answer is Outlander. Outlander for 30 points. And what annoying font did we show you there with the words, what annoying font is this? The answer we were looking for was Papyrus.
63% of teams. I'm shocked by that.
I'm not, because you know what? It is popular. That's why it's so annoying to me, because it's needlessly popular.
But
I actually like it if it weren't so popular.
I see fonts all the time, and I don't really pay attention to their names of them. Like,
Well, sometimes you
unless it's a font that I use all the time, which is 1 or 2, and they're not.
Brian uses 1 or 2 fonts. It's
I-
either Comic Sans or Times New Roman for Brian. Anyhow, you'll see your
Wingdings,
scores at
Dale.
the Wingdings. You'll see your scores at the scores tab. We have 1 question left. You can wager a maximum of 200 points. If you have not yet registered for our raffle, what are you waiting for? Do it now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Bohemian Rhapsody was, last week was the best thing ever. Wow. Thank you. Thank you to
You know,
the
and
one
it
fan out there.
was the best thing ever, and trying to top it feels sacrilegious.
Right, so that's why we've moved on to
We're not.
That's why we've moved on to visual arts.
Yeah, visual arts.
For this challenge. And it looks like Brian might have to do a self-portrait this time.
We'll see. There have been a lot of scoring anomalies that have been going on here. We've had to rescore the tennis one. Someone put all of their answers in round 1, and we had to adjust the scores there. And then there was something else that happened.
I don't see a lot of people contesting anything here. So let's...
Now,
do
Brianna,
our-
she's saying that her score's low, so...
Okay, well, maybe we messed up on a team. But anyhow, you can wager up to 200 points on this final question. Mike, what category does it come from? Do you know? I should also know this. It's fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables is the category. Get those wagers in. 200 is where we peg it out there. We'll be right back.
Sofa King Many Cats thinks they have too low of a score.
Wingding. I thought it was Webdings. I feel like that's the
There's
openware version of it.
There's multiple versions. There's Wingdings and Webdings.
Jade Renner has a kid with Benjamin Button disease. Did you know that?
A lot of people do.
Brian says a lot of people do.
Not uncommon.
I think that my chat feature is way behind. It seems like you...
You were passing by, surrounded by all those butterflies.
Have the scores been updated
There's no updating.
after round 3?
Well, yeah, they were posted. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Now I gotta go back and look at round 1.
No, you don't. Just got quiet. And that means we're about to do our timed question. 90 seconds for this question here. It's worth as many points as you wagered. Here it goes. The fruit that goes by aubergine in the UK and most of Europe, and brinjal in most of South Asia, is known by what name in the United States? 90 seconds starts now.
Did everyone just see the answer?
No?
People said we might have just seen the answer. They're saying it in the chat.
It's too late. They saw it, they didn't. Dave saw it.
Yeah, everyone's gonna see it because it popped up. They're staring at it.
You only got 15 seconds left. I just received an unflattering picture of me. They're not hard to come by. You've got 3, 2, 1, and boom. We gonged it. So that means you got to have your answers in. We're going to take a look at your answers. Then we'll sort out the scores and we'll do a drawing for our raffle winner. And then we'll be back in just a minute.
Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long, want you all night, watch 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 all night, Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Baby, now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be without you, baby. Want you all night long, want you all night long. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, baby. Give me all your love, all your love, all your love. Tell me, why'd you have to go and drive me so crazy? Now I'm feeling lost without you, and I just can't be
We are back, and I'm looking at this camera, and then I want to look at this camera. And it didn't happen. All right. Anyhow, the question was, what fruit that goes by aubergine in the UK and most of Europe and brinjal in most of South Asia is known by what name in the United States? The correct answer was the eggplant, famous for its emoji and for being part of eggplant parmesan. You'll see your scores at the scores tab. We just posted them. Also, we have a winner tonight, but I don't know how this person did on their team, but I do know that they had the stars aligned for them for a $25 gift card to Wegmans. It was Jason Clark. Jason Clark, congratulations. We'll be sending you an email, getting your contact info so that we can get that card mailed to you. If you had a good time tonight, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We had a good time too. You can support Friday Night Live and Syracuse Trivia Company by making a donation at the donations tab if you haven't already. That is what keeps it alive week after week, and we do intend to keep it going as long as we can. So please help us out with donations if you haven't already. We want to thank you for playing, inviting your team, keeping your friends and families integrated.
Sounds like you're wrapping things up here.
Oh, shoot!
Because what happened is that red team, blue team had a whole thing going on here. And despite having an whole extra team on his team, red team still won by 128 points. 18,548 points to 18,420 points. So, Dale gets to once again do a challenge. The good part is that he is the better artist of the two of us, so at least you won't get a stick figure.
Well, at least you ruined the one thing that I had, which was maybe people thought I had no skills at art. But now you're saying...
I said you're better than me.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
say that you're great.
Listen, blue team, I love you, and even when you let me down, I still love you. So, here we go. What is that feedback?
What's that hum? That hum is...
There's a hum. It's going to throw off my art. I must have... We got an open loop over here. Hey, if you don't want to see me spend 120 seconds doing a self-portrait of myself, we understand that you've got other things to do on your Friday night. But if you want to watch the abomination of my 2-minute self-portrait, which was actually my suggestion of a penalty for losing to this,
I thought it was a good one.
and Brian liked it.
I was
and what do
almost
you know?
looking
He doesn't
forward
have
to doing
do
it
it.
myself.
Here we go. We're gonna have some music.
Wait, I gotta get the timer on.
Well, we also have to get the instruments out.
Get the instruments. Get your instruments. Don't trip over my cord.
We've got a cornucopia of art supplies here. We got oil paints. Won't be using those. That's ridiculous. Lots of oil paints.
Why don't you just use a pencil? I got one right here.
Paintbrushes.
Little,
Brian's got some pencils.
not very sharp. That
Thanks.
one's better.
I think I'm gonna use this paintbrush. Turns out, really, I just have a bunch of charcoals,
There you go.
colored pencils.
He's got 2 minutes to draw, but he has an eternity to pick his media.
think I'm just buying time. All right, we're using charcoals here. It's a self-portrait.
All right, so the clock is going to start as soon as he touches the canvas here.
All right, here we go. So I'm drawing my hair first. Little locks. Alright. Sort of, we're doing like I know I have like a little bit of a ridge here. So I'm gonna have my nose sort of come out like this.
It's a little hard for the audience to see due to the
Made my face too long.
intensity
That's
of
not
this,
where my
of this
ear
light.
is. I'm looking forward to this picture, I guess.
You burned about 30 seconds.
There we go. I forgot I've got facial hair now. It's nice to have facial hair, right? You know, in some senses.
Everyone's seeing you do something, so that's good. You got 1 minute. Half the time is used up.
Use my
No
wallet.
one can really see what you're doing, so this will be like a
Really?
fun surprise. Yeah, it's just. And we're gonna auction this off at the end. So you've got 35, 34, 33, 32, 30 seconds left. Oh, we have two clocks on here. Look at that. I didn't even notice until you mentioned it.
It's my flowing locks. I'm gonna focus on the locks the rest of the way.
All right, hurry up because you got 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's time. All right. Let's put it on this camera, can we?
Well, this is gonna have to.
That works. That works.
That's
Did you guys
me
all see
saying
that?
something. And look at all my long hair.
Oh,
Oh, that's the timer
that's a
right
timer.
there.
That's a timer.
Pretty close, right? Pretty close.
Oh, put this camera one.
No.
Back on camera one.
Pretty close, right?
That looks like Dale. It's almost like you're looking at
It's kind of mirror.
a
right?
mirror. Yeah, it's like a mirror right here.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty embarrassing.
So,
All right.
So Jay Renner said he would buy it for $15.
All right. The bidding is starting at $15, and cool.
So if anyone can beat $15,
Then I'm sorry that you're doing that. Start the bidding at $50.
it's 15, Dale.
Yes, Caitlin, see, that is the hair of my dreams. Yes, obviously, that's how I see myself. I see myself in the most positive light. I use positive, what is it called? Affirmations? I use affirmations. And soon enough, I will have that. Actually, I had a dream where I had really long hair, and it was extraordinarily satisfying how it was to have.
Have you thought about wigs?
One time
There's this whole new world of wigs.
I grew my beard out kind of long, and I was running one day.
We have $16, $17. Jay Renner is
It
running.
looks like Fabio, yeah.
I see
Thank you.
$17 going once. Going. Oh, and we have now the bid is going down.
1601. Oh no! This is what every auction fears.
Every auction.
When they start bidding backwards.
Can you turn the music down?
We've got a downward slide on the auction.
$18.
Oh, we're back up.
$18. We see 18. Do we
more or
see
less the stock market
$19?
here. We're just
$19. Anyone going once?
$18.
Going oh, Jay Renner,
Renner,
$20.
$20.
$20 for this beautiful work of art. This
It's
is a
getting-
one of a kind.
It's getting better.
You hear about manifested into reality. Ben DeCoco, $32.
She picked a number.
Wow. She 32. Anthony, under bidding.
Smart. 'cause
Going
I started affecting
$10
it.
under.
Yes.
It is still Bev at $32. Can anyone beat $32? $33. Anthony DiMaglio.
We're back down to
Nope,
$33.
$33.
It was a dollar sign. It was a 3.
$33. Going once? Going twice? Can anyone beat $33?
$4.
30. Did that happen? Jay Renner.
He
It's-
said Jeremy. Right?
He's
Jay
assuming
Renner,
it's
thank
assuming
you.
it's Jeremy.
Okay.
He's never
Just a
verified
Hawkeye
that.
advocate.
$34. Do we see $35? Can anyone going once?
You guys are making me feel bad about my life.
Going twice? This is actually it's not a bad charcoal for 2 minutes.
Look at where my ear is.
I didn't
$4.
$44. Go orange. $44 for this beautiful painting.
Don't buy this. Don't buy this painting.
If you buy this painting, Dale will supply a cheap frame, and you must hang it.
You don't have to hang it. I'm not supplying a frame. You don't even have to buy it. I don't
Dale
even
is
know what's happening.
reneging on my offer to put a frame around it. $44 going once.
No one's going to beat
Going
44.
twice. I believe. Yes, it is sold to Anthony. Oh, jeez, 46.
Oh, wow.
My God, a buzzer beater.
We're on a roller
$46.
coaster
Jay Renner is going in That's our high bid, 46. This is a one of a kind work of art. And may I mention that it will be signed by the artist, and you can take your own photograph of him.
Pull it up to camera 1 again.
Camera 1. $46, Brandon Klein.
It looks like Lion-O.
Oh, you know what? They're right. There's the 30-second delay that I'm forgetting about here.
Oh.
So now I have to say, I've got to wait 30 seconds before I say going once.
You gotta have it really slow. Go once. Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is it's 9:47 right now. At 9:49, or it just turned 9:48. In 1 minute, the highest bid will take it.
I like that Brianna Klein, who is not even bidding on this, is noted.
Well, I mean, she's playing it smart.
Oh, I see what she's doing. Very
Anthony's
smart.
tapping out. Jay Renner's got the high bid, $46.
This is not even meant to be
Bev
an
is
auction.
Bev is putting eggplant as the option.
You send us an eggplant, and if it's valued at over $46,
It's a $47 eggplant. It's very heavy.
I feel like
It's a
bartering
world
is
record.
the right thing to do for this thing. Look at all my art supplies.
All right.
I used to be.
I don't have a countdown on this, but it looks like we're nearing the end of the 9:48 hour. I'm just staring at my clock until it goes 9:49, and it hasn't done that yet.
I want to give a shout out. To
9:49. There it is.
Anthony
Sold.
and Jay
Sold to Jay Renner.
and Gary.
$46.
For driving up the price on this. When we say sold, we mean nice work.
All proceeds go to the artist.
I feel like I've robbed people right now.
Dale is truly suffering from imposter syndrome. It is hard
It's
to
not
deny.
imposter syndrome. You look at this thing and you say,
Someone wanted to pay $46 for it, Dale. They didn't pay $1 million for it. $46.
oh, Anthony now wants the NFT of this. I don't know how we price that.
That's worth more than the actual drawing. The gif of you drawing.
Well, thanks everyone for playing and enjoying Dale's auction and
My awkward chin.
his awkward chin. Yes, we'll have an awkward chin at the end. NFTs disappear.
Yeah, we're gonna go play our own games.
If you want to just leave this streaming for hours, we won't stop you. We're just gonna leave it streaming.
This is so bad, but actually, I think if my hair weren't like that, it's not terribly far off. I think the forehead line and nose might be.
Well, it's not bad.
The hair really makes me hard to
It's
recognize.
aspirational.
Yes. You paint what you want to see, not what you do see. Good night. I know, I saw that, Bev.
Good night,
NFTs
everyone.
are disappearing. Well, have a wonderful night, everyone.